Are we nearly there? We alive? It's alive. It's alive. Hey everybody, are you there? Our internet speed was being a bit of a pickle. So we had to reboot. Craig, what's your thoughts on this orange? It's offensive, right?
I wouldn't say offensive.
It's rudely bright.
It's
not right.
very emotional.
It's very emotional. I think it's quite aggressive.
Doesn't look as aggressive on the screen.
No, it doesn't look as aggressive on the screen, but it feels like it's a little...
very good with fire.
Here, what about this? Does that look better?
Yeah, a bit more accurate.
Yeah. I think we need to go for a slightly different orange. Hi everybody! Happy Friday! I hope you're having a wonderful week. And that one's too muted. Apparently oranges is not my jam. Oops.
Marmalade?
Craig just went, marmalade? I like it. Sort me out with my chat then, Craigie Bear. Oh, cool. So happy Friday. I'm here to get crafty with it. Hopefully we'll get some comments coming through. Because we're a little bit later, some people might have joined. I didn't turn up and then they leave, so it'll be a few minutes before they get notified and all that jazz. Yells is here. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. So, I am having a hunt through my stash of plain colored cardstock, and someone sent me this punch. Now, I have some punches. I pretty much never use them. What did I do? Oh, and I saw this one and I was like, oh, I quite like that hexagonal shape. Might actually use that. And maybe it'll inspire some people to take out some of their punches. Craig, have you got flashbacks of work with all this hexings? Is that what you're trying to do? It's cool, isn't it?
Get my floor plans done with that.
That's it, yeah. You can buy that off me. It's gonna cost you a pretty penny, but it'll be worth it. Rianne says, hi Lesley, I had a Heffy doodle order arrive yesterday, going to play with it tomorrow, yay! And Anne is here. I know Anne got hers posted out yesterday, I think. And Yell says, order arrived today, yay! Fantastic. Cool. You guys have been enjoying it. Oh, hey, Craigie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Making, yeah, thank you so much. I hope you've all had a fantastic week. We have had ups and downs, as I think is probably the theme in most households at the moment. But we're doing well, all things considered. I feel like I need some more purple, maybe. I thought that tonight I might actually, well, I want to focus on some brightly colored cards. I want to, maybe rainbows, maybe just brightly colored things. That's what I would like to do tonight. We'll see where it takes me. I'm missing a green. Let me see if I can get a nice green in here to add to the mix. Actually, I don't think I want that green. We go for red, or we go for a darker blue on this paper pad here. Yeah, maybe I'll just work with what I got. Yeah, we've had ups and downs. It's pretty much been me thinking I want to achieve these 5 things today, and then as we go through the day, I realized that okay, 5 was too high an expectation. So then the next day, right, I want to achieve these 3 things today, and as I go through the day, I realize 3 was too high of an expectation. So then I just go, right, okay, let's just get the orders out, and that's been the big thing. I always make sure that we do that, and then just, yeah, if I don't do anything else, then that's fine. So be it. All right. So I want to create, like I said, some fun, brightly colored cards tonight. And I'm going to start off with this hexagon punch. What kind of punches do you guys have in your stash that maybe you could take out and play with? Perhaps you have some hexagons, maybe some love hearts, maybe you've given away all your punches. My punches are primarily used by Piper, to be honest. So I can't decide whether to do lines or just random. I'm thinking I might just go random, and I think I just might literally go for it and just start sticking. Anne says she hopes her order is going to be there tomorrow so she can play with it. Hopefully so. I would imagine it is, but with Royal Mail at the moment, who knows? I think they're doing their best. I know I got a message from them to say that they are not like guaranteeing things. So if it's sent track 24 or whatever, they're not guaranteeing that it's going to be there within the 24 hours. But what's more, there's more important things at the moment. I've inadvertently stuck these in a somewhat straight line, but hey ho. Snowy Spludges is here. Hello. And Brina's here on Facebook. Hello. Panielle says, hello Lesley, how lovely to catch you tonight. Hello everybody. It's funny because we're obviously, the clocks have gone forward now, and we tend to catch somewhat of a different crowd sometimes whenever the clocks go forward. Candy's here. I have a ton. You name it, I probably have got it. I just give a bunch to my niece. Yeah. I like punches, all right. I think it's definitely like the gateway craft product when it comes to like the gateway to dyes, I think. Get a little bit addicted with them. Nice. Hexagon here, the only one I have, says yes, yes. Nice, so you can join in. play along. What should we go for? Pink. We've got Judy here as well. Hi, Judy. And Amy is here too. Hey, Amy. Amy put a comment in the Heffy Doodlers asking about a die in the middle of the aliens, the die set of You're Weird. Because, and you know, I never thought to explain that before. I'm sure there's plenty of people that have the same question. In the dies for the stamp set You're Weird, one of the aliens, there's a die in the middle which cuts a little hole. And it's actually meant to be removed. It's a teeny weeny tiny whiny die to cut a hole in a card if you want to add an LED light. So with the, where's my purple? With the You're Weird stamp set, the actual UFO does cut out, or has a piece that can cut out the 3 lights. But let's say you just wanted to have 1 light on the card, you can snip away the inside piece and then use that individual die to create 1 hole. Let's see, I should put this one here. Judy says, question, where did the names Hungry Heffy and Heffy Doodle come from? I get this question a lot, so regulars might be familiar with this story, but I am happy to share. When Craig and I started dating, he used to be pretty much gobsmacked by the amount of food that I would eat. And he would always say, you know, that I was a big hungry heifer out of love. Yeah, it was, I think whenever I grew up, and my mom was dishing out food, Dad always got the big plate, you know, and the boys would always get bigger plates, you know, the growing boys, whereas us ladies wouldn't get so much. And I mean, I get it. I know that, you know, Craig reminds me that as a man, you are allowed so many more calories a day compared to a lady. Which is outrageous. I know, it's all G body and whatever. Yeah, he used to, I would be very adamant that we dish at the dinner and it's even. And he would then call me Hungry Heffy because I would eat so much. Or Hungry Heifer. And then one day I snapped at him and told him, can you stop calling me a Hungry Heifer, please? I'm going to get a complex. And then he said, but you're my Hungry Heffy. Here he is. Oh, I'm stuck. In the yellow. Tea time.
There's your original Heffy.
That's my original Heffy. Yeah, back in the day when Hungry Heffy Crafts first got. Thank you, dear. Was first.
Come craft with tea.
Come craft with what? Come craft with tea.
Again, over the come craft with tea.
Nice. When my first, when we moved house, and Craig said you should start a blog, and you set it all up, didn't you, Craig?
It was a Christmas present.
Was it a Christmas present? I don't remember that far back. And I needed a name for my blog, and I called it Hungry Heffy Crafts. And there we go, there's Hungry Heffy. So I am Heffy, and then for Heffy Doodle, I draw all the designs. So if, you know, the design, the stamp image is a doodle by me. It's a Heffy Doodle. So there you go. Hey, Jasmine. Paniel says, that looks really bright and cheerful. Happy, happy, happy. Amy says it's his third eye. Yes, in reference to the little alien. What are you guys at over there?
Just chilling.
Oh, it's too hot to chill in here. I think I need to take off my jumper soon. Do you think you're going to get an Xbox dog? I think you might be a craft dog tonight.
I think so. That's a big one.
I'm going to strip off. Okay, bear with me, guys. I'm going to put you on mute while I take off my sweater. Awesome, I'm back. I'm gonna actually put my non-stick mat underneath this so that any glue that overhangs the edge doesn't stick to my desk. So, and Amy is here, One Mommy Scrapping. Hi Lesley, happy Friday, hello. We watched your Friday dance again today, and because it's Friday, obviously. Piper wanted to watch that one again. Let's see where we're at. We're getting there. And Marceline says, just had an online ukulele class. Amazing. Was it with a tutor or was it a pre-recorded thing? Because we really need to do that. Amy says, I'm putting an order in at your shop. Please tell me what you're using. Absolutely, and awesome. This is actually a punch that I'm using. It's not a Heffy Doodle product for this card. I do have some things lined up over here, but this is just a craft punch. Somebody sent it to me in a bundle, and I don't really use punches all that much, but I quite like the way that it clipped closed. I thought, oh, that's quite clever. And then it has sat on, it is sat on our desk in my dining room, and it's where I pack orders and things. And so every time I'm like waiting for something, I like pick it up and play with it. So I've been staring at it and going, oh, I quite like that. So that's why we're using it tonight, because it has obviously inspired me to get creative. And I don't know, there's something quite therapeutic about this at the moment, I think. So I've got a card front here, and just adding a little bit of glue and sticking down some hexagonals. I'm trying my best to make an even border around them, and also trying to not put two colors next to each other. Amy, One Mommy Scrapping says, awesome, I have a new one up on my channel today. Nice. Judy says, that's a great, cute story. My daughter is a big eater and slim. Yep, so, I mean, I wouldn't call myself skinny, but I'm certainly one of the lucky ones, I think, that many people tell me how much they hate me. I think I have a high metabolism or something, because I'm also like allergic to most exercise. Sorry, peoples. I need another yellow, I think. Okay, I think my yellow is probably, oh, I'm not quite gonna get it out of this, I don't think. Where's my scissors? I think I just made that work. Yeah, Mum. There we go. You can't be allergic to exercise. No, I'm not a fan. I was thinking about this earlier actually, because now that everyone's doing homeschooling, or whatever you want to call it, schooling from home, crisis schooling, I was thinking that I don't really exercise, so Piper is not getting enough PE. And then I was thinking about my friend Charlotte, and her husband is a football coach. So anytime they're doing anything, they're like taking the kids out. So they'll get loads of PE, but then they're not big readers, so they probably won't get very many like Englishy things. I just think it's interesting. I'll need to make more of an effort. Rianne says, thank you for the stencil on the background die in my package too. You're welcome. Thank you very much for your custom. We have a little overhang of glue here, so let's push that out. I'm just going to give this a second. There's Suze. Hey, Suze. Walking Ranger is exercise. That is very, very true. Although Ranger is, because Ranger is at the moment, he's sneaky. He's getting two walks still, because he'll go out with me in the morning and then Craig in the evening. Or the other way around, whatever suits that on a particular day. But we were laughing, we were saying that people will have seen us out and gone, oh, I'm pretty sure that dog's already been walked today. And I said, we'll have to have a collection of collars. Oh no, that was his twin brother, Rover, with a blue collar. This is Ranger with a red collar. The thing is with Ranger though, like, it's never enough. Never enough. Amy says my dogs get 3 walks. The directive for the UK is that as a human, I guess, you are permitted to go outside once a day for exercise. Yeah. Ranger used to get 3 walks because we would take him down to pick up Piper from school. And then last term, she started walking home from school on her own, it's literally a few minutes. It's not even far at all. But it was, I think Ranger would miss it. Crisis schooling, says one mummy scrapping Amy. I like that name for it. Yeah, that's been kind of thrown around a lot over here. But it's true, that is kind of what it is. It's like, parents, remember, you are not a teacher, you are not homeschooling. Homeschooling is a choice that people make. This is different. This is crisis schooling. We're getting by. I am loving this. It kind of looks quite like pattern paper though, which kind of makes me sadder because it looks like someone's just stuck a piece of paper on it. I'm like, no. I lovingly cut each and every one of these. Well, punched, I suppose. I should do a little bit of a pushing it a little if I say I cut them. Sherry says, better late than never, having trouble keeping up with the news breaks and videos. So my solution is don't watch the news, which is pretty much what I do. Craig watches the news and then just tells me the highlights if he thinks that it's something that I need to know of. And that's how I keep my mental health in check. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna wait for these to dry because I don't want them to gunk up my scissors. But I need one here, and I think we're gonna go orange. Nice. It needs a little sliver of something here. Should we go for another one of these? It's like so marginal that I don't even know if it's going to stay properly. We'll give it a go anyway. If it doesn't work, we'll just trim down the card. Make it work that way. When you put on the first hexagon, did you magically guess the rest positions? I did, Randolph. I tried to imagine a border all the way around and then just lined it up as much as my eye could do that. All right, I think it's fun. So we'll trim that down in a little bit. Let's put these over to the side. Yelzel says, I like it. Sugar Card says, then Ranger's the only one not listening then. He goes out twice, but with different people. Yeah, he does. Sometimes he both go out though, so we are not listening in that respect. But the good news is that there's no one really near here, so that's good. Yelzel says it's designer. Judy says it looks so festive. Yay. All right. So I'm going to wait for those to, the glue to dry. Oh, come on. I'm going to set it to the side for now to dry. And then I wanted to use some stitched strips of these to create almost like a rainbow on my card. And these were the offcuts from the cards that we made for some local volunteers. I might use that, or I might use some of the card that I just put away, obviously. And I also quite like this. So this is the gift card pocket die, and it has a little trio of hearts. So I was thinking that I might have like a strip and put a trio of hearts on it, which would be really cool. Won't it? Would that be really cool? So let's see what we can do. I'll bring down my little die cutting machine. Paniel says, my dogs are finding it very difficult to have fewer walks. However, as we're not at work, we do have time to give them one really big long one each day, and now they're really happy again. Oh, well, with Ranger, it's kind of like that. He's really excited about the fact that nobody is coming into our house, because he's super duper like resource guarding on the house is like a big thing for him. If anyone knocks at the door, he goes berserk. So he's really happy about that. However, because everybody's been in their houses and there's been no like hustle and bustle outside, he's now really like sensitive to sound. So today, one of our neighbors, the child, was outside riding their bike. Perfectly safe to do, was on her own. But she was riding around, and her mum was sort of out the front of her house, just kind of keeping an eye on her. And they were talking to one another. So there was just like a little bit of a noise, and Ranger was going berserk because he's obviously not as desensitized now. But hey ho. we're just trying to keep patient with him. It's not his fault. Anyway. So Randolph, I've got a question for you. Did your mum show you the video that I sent to her earlier? So oh, I completely misjudged that. Let me do that one again. So for those of you who aren't in the loop, Randolph lives close to me, and he is my godson, and he and his mum and dad, like, they live about an hour away. We've known them for a long, long time. Well, for longer than Randolph is alive. And so we've been checking in. Piper has been playing some games, online games, with Juliet, Randolph's sister. And we've been trying to keep in touch, just checking in, making sure no one's gone completely loopy. And Randolph's mum sent a video of her dancing the other day. So I sent one today with me lip syncing to a Hamilton song. Dared her to retaliate. So I'm hoping that you're going to get involved in that, Randolph. All right. So we're going to get some beautiful colors on the go here. So we need a greeny kind of color. Cut one out of this. These are pretty. My dad showed me he got competitive. That's what I was hoping. Amazing. Oh, the things you do to keep yourself amused. Oh, I'm so excited now. Yeah. Also today, Piper had a video chat with one of her little school friends, which was really sweet, actually. Really, really cute. She was so excited about it all. One of her little school friends, because, well, her school friend stays with her dad at the weekend, and she was with her dad when the lockdown happened, so she's not been back with her mum since then. All right, so we got to get a little bit of a light purple or something to that effect. You know, I love playing with ink, but sometimes when I actually break out the pattern paper, I realize how much fun it is to play with pattern paper. I mean, plain paper. Ooh, also today in the mail, I got a package from Ink on 3. So I haven't actually even opened it yet, so I'm gonna do that on the stream. Maybe we can include a little Ink on 3 action. We have got a collaboration coming up. I'm looking forward to that. All right. Now this should be dry. I've lost my little bucket that I use for a trash can, so I'm just going to use this basket. This is one of the many little baskets that I have in the house for picking orders. Awesome. Yay! I love it. I think that's so cool. Okay, we'll come back to you, mister. Let's see what we can do here. We'll grab a note card. So who's been crafting this week? I think we all fall into the, I'm really busy because I'm trying to do as much work as I can at home and homeschool my child, or I can't go to work and I've got nothing to do and I'm so bored. So I'm thinking those people are probably going to get the luxury of doing some crafting. Lucky sods. All right, I'm trying to see if this is going to be a nice width on my card. I might have to trim some off. Amy says, I just took my dog on a short walk. I missed the final product. No, I haven't finished it. I haven't finished it, Amy. You're okay. I just set it aside for the glue to dry. All right. So I wanted to see if I needed an extra one of these, and I think I am. I'm going to maybe do a light pink would be nice, I think. Candy says, I've done some, but took a break most of this week because I felt burnt out from all my crafting last week. Yeah, I get that. Amy is busy crafting, reading, watching Netflix. Just a dog, so no homeschooling for you. I'm learning a lot about Piper though, like a lot more than obviously I know my kid, but I don't know her in a from a schooling perspective. So I'm definitely learning things. She said to me that when she's at school and her teacher would put like a list of everything that they were going to do that day on the board, and they just show it very briefly, and then they're like, that, okay, we're going to do this, have a break, this, have a break, blah, blah, blah. And so she says, I write it down really quickly, so then I know that like what's coming, and I'm like mentally prepared. And I thought it was really funny because I say the phrase mentally prepared a lot. I actually remember, Randolph, this is with your dad way back when we were going to the cinema, and we were like, let's get popcorn, and you were like, okay. And then I was like, oh, what flavor? And I think he said sweet and I said salty, and then I was like, oh, we go salty, and he was like, oh, we go sweet. I said, no, oh no. And then he went, actually, I actually do want salty, but now I'm mentally prepared for it now. And I was like, yes, I know exactly what you mean. So she works better if she knows what's coming next. Which is interesting. So I have cut a piece of just plain like printer paper, and I'm adhering these strips side by side. Side by side by side. Do I want to go this one and then this one, or this one and this one? Interesting. I think I'll go dark first of all. And this will just help me handle them as one unit. And decide where we want to go next with the design. What's changed now that you know Piper from a schooling perspective, says Amy. Like telling her what is going to happen, and I kind of know more. Like some of the work that we do, I'm like, that's going to take her like 2 minutes, and that's going to take her all day. So and definitely there's like, she's really motivated, and it kind of goes up like this here, and then at sort of snack time she plummets, and then and she's also really driven by like rewards. So we've been doing a reward system. I'm like, okay, so the spellings, which she like can do, stand on her head, they're worth 2 points, but this math sheet is worth 4 points. And then you can, like, a jelly bean is 1 point, but a mawam is 5 points. So then she has her own little like system. It's funny. All right, so we have got here in my card, and I want to cut it across here, I think, and add a, so I don't know whether to go at an angle or straight line. What do you guys think? I'm actually going to trim all of these off over here because they're not all the same length, and if they're the same length I can use them on a different project. Nice. I think cut them at an angle. Okay, I'm gonna just do what I did previously and add a little bit of paper over these to hold them together. All right. Paniel says, been feeling poorly with sinusitis. Ew, poor thing. So I've been crocheting a lot rather than card making. I made a chameleon and a tooth fairy. Amazing. Yeah, sinusitis is not fun. I'm sorry. Yell says, I've been on a video call with my daughter and we chose an arty project to complete together. Watercoloring and drawing. Amazing. Love it. Okay, so this we're going to do at a, I think we're going to go at a little bit of an angle. Maybe like a subtle angle would be cute. If we do it like here, let's mark it with my memo tape as a bit of a guide. Something like this I think would work nice. I'll put that in the trimmer. Okay, let's see. Candy says, I did more reading, exercising, and napping. All very important. So, good for you, mate. Good for you. Jasmine asks a question on Facebook. She says, do you always start just by doing a background and figure out the rest of the design later? She says, I've done the same thing, planned the background, coloured in 2 rescue dogs, but got a block of what else to do with it. I don't always, it kind of depends, really good question though, it kind of depends on what my inspiration is, because sometimes I'm inspired by a stamp, so I start with the stamp, and sometimes I'm inspired by like a colour scheme, so, or a technique, like I know that I wanted to use my like the brightly coloured card for this, so it kind of just depends. I do all sorts. Sometimes I just like make something and I'm like, oh, I like that, and then I set it aside, and because like sometimes I get to a point and I'm like, no idea what to do with this, but I usually just end up putting it over to the side and then coming back to it another time. It's not a big deal. I think most people would do that, to be honest. But don't throw it away. Even if you hate something, don't throw it away, because sometimes you come back to it and you're like, oh, I know exactly what to do. Amy suggests this angle. Okay, cool. Let me see if I can get this on here without too much tapping around. What tape are you using? This is just double-sided sticky tape at the moment. Nothing too fancy. All right. So, I think I want to put something on here about maybe sending hugs or something, and I have a big hugs from scrapbook.com, so let's add that. Oh, look, a sneaky thinking of you to here. And I think I actually just want this to be black. Ooh, I might want it centered though. Let's have a look. Centered? I don't want it at an angle. Centered or offset? Yeah, offset. Down a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to use black for this. And this is a nice juicy black, which is the VersaFine. It's juicy, and it's really good for embossing. I'm not going to emboss it tonight, but what I do need to do is make sure that I don't touch it now, because it'll take a little while to dry, because it's a pigment. Is it pigment? Yeah. All right. Okay, so I think I'm gonna try and find the word like sending. Oh, there's one right here. And I think I'll go for a color from my color palette for the sending. Maybe the teal color, because you know, Lizzie loves teal. I'll do all that jazz. So there was big excitement in our house this week. Piper was in the newspaper. Jasmine says, silly question, no such thing. What is that mat thing that you are using, please? The mat thing down here is a, oh no, don't do that. Is a non-stick, it's just called a craft mat actually, and it's a heat resistant craft mat as well. That one is from Tonic. Normally you get it a bigger size, but this is the one that they have that fits on a glass mat that they do, but I like this for just being small. All right, so I really like this, but I want something at the top here, and I might go for a little heart or something at the top. I don't know. I think that's probably too big though. Or I'd like to maybe have a like a dot. I don't know if I've got all these colors though. Probably not. Let me see what I have. I've got a yellow, a pink. I think the purple's not purple enough though, is my problem. I've got a green, I've got a light purple, I've got yellow. Maybe if I just do these 3 colors, it'd be fine. Just like 3 dots on here. And these are Nouveau Jewel drops. And this one glows in the dark, apparently. Oh no, it's way neon. I'm just gonna have to deal with it, guys. Ooh, on Facebook this week, one of the things that's been doing the rounds is things that other people like that you don't like. And I've been interested to see some of my so-called friends, which may need to be disowned, are like, I'm not into Harry Potter. I'm like, what? Or Disney. I'm like, what? All right, so we got finished card number 1 here. Cute. Okay, need to put it somewhere. I'm not going to touch it. So I was curious for you guys to tell me what is something that you are into that other people are normally into, but you're like, I don't know. Oh, why was she in the paper, says Judy. Amy says, I saw she got an article for the card she made. Yes. So we made cards for, there's a local group of volunteers that have kind of put up a hotline for people who are lonely or isolated or need some help. Some people who are maybe ill and they need someone to go and pick up a prescription. Some people are just out of milk, that kind of thing. A lot of them are actually elderly and they're just really scared. So Piper and I decided that we would try and help. So we made some cards and we donated them to this volunteer group. So we did it on a live last week, or the other ones. Last week or the week before, I can't remember. And then I shared it in the Boredom Buddies Facebook group, which is the name of the volunteer group. And then someone from the local paper obviously must be part of that group. And they reached out to me on Facebook and said, would I mind Piper being in the, or would I mind if they did a story on Piper for the paper? And I was like, oh, okay, well, let me check with Piper. And she was all excited about it. So they said they were going to phone during the week, and they didn't. They said they were going to phone at the start of the week, and then they didn't. And then they phoned on Wednesday afternoon and said, I'm really sorry it's taking so long, but are you still okay with this? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I said, when does it come out? And they went, tomorrow. I thought, oh, okay. So I knew that it was going to be coming out, but I had no idea that they had planned to put it on the front page. So it was kind of cool. Someone, I just said to Craig, I'm going to go up to the local shop and see if they have any, I wanted to see if they had any eggs. And they didn't, spoiler alert. And I said, I'm just going to go up and then see if the newspaper's there. And it was there, front page. It's like, whoa, that's so cool. So she was super excited. She was on the phone then, doing a video chat to Granny, doing a video chat to the other nanny. Very excited. All right. Judy says, so wonderful, good for Piper. Kindness is such an important thing. I agree. All right, so I'm going to, what are we going to add here, guys? Maybe we could do like a big sentiment, or we could put, actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll still use my Imperials. And what about this one? Maybe this one. So the thing that I really like about the skinny frames is that you get the skinny frame, but then you also get the perfectly cut piece to go on the inside. So I'm going to cut this guy out using the frame. But I'm not going to use the frame, am I? I'm going to use the inside bit. Oh, it just fits on there. Oh, it's a bit tight going through my baby blue. Should have put it through the Gemini. I'll keep that for another day. So it's like a 2 for 1. So I'm going to put this like this. This one in the middle. And then we're going to put something on that. I don't know right yet. maybe we could have a large word. What do you guys think? Any suggestions? Maybe we could put like a rainbow or something. Would be kind of cute. Ooh, I know what we should do. We should open up my package from Floret. So I just want to see what's in it. Okay, so cute. Awesome. Okay, so we have a raccoon. Love you a latte. Rest up and feel better soon. You stole my heart. Hugs, love, and warm wishes. And then we've got, we're so proud of you. Hip hip. Congratulations. Hooray. Graduate. You're platerific. You're a star. You're the best. So, and then we've got a platypus, a duck, and a beaver. Oh, it's so cute. So cute. And a cute balloon. Maybe we could add one of these guys on here. What do you think? Maybe a platypus. And or not platypus, the duck. I quite like the duck and the balloon. I thought would be kind of cute. Or the beaver. The beaver's also awesome. Let's do the beaver. Maybe colored card in the middle, too much black, but then it could work. Yeah, I think I'll put a piece of maybe like light blue or something in the middle. And a balloon, I think. In fact, I might do 3 balloons because 3 is the magic number. Jasmine says, I like the beaver. Judy says, I love the beaver. Our Canadian national animal. I didn't know that. I thought it would have been the moose. Mr. Moose. There you go. No. Let's see what we've got in here. So this was the guy that was inside one of the frames, the skinny frames, and then this is the stitched rectangle stitched rectangle die. And the normal stitched rectangle set. And I want to show you how they go together. They couldn't fit the moose on the nickel. It's because he's got such a big personality. All right. Come on. Ooh, this is nice as well. Can maybe use that. Looking cool, looking cool. Anyway, so what if we did this and we stuck this on here? Oops, helps if I line it up straight. And then maybe add some more clouds to this. And I have some pre-cut here from another project, so I'm just going to steal them from my little stash of stuff over here. Pam says, very pretty card so far. Love the colors with the black. One of my favorite things to do is add black when I'm using bright colors. I love adding black. All right, Mr. Beaver, let's get you on the go. It's a little E25. E31. I feel like I've used the wrong piece of card because it's not blending as nicely as it normally does. That and the fact that my browns are near done. There we go. Better not forget his ears. And then we want a darker color for his tail. E18 is what I'm going for here. It's more of like a reddy color actually. And R20 for some rosy cheeks, as always. Nice. All right, so for Judy says the black just sets things off so well. You know your stuff, Lesley. So I am going to color this in pretty basic colors, but I'm going to bring some of those colors in from behind. And as I do my balloon, I'll leave a little gap before the line, which kind of gives more of an impression of a shadow coming in. Paniel says, that looks wonderful. The black is the perfect touch. Have to say bye now, his battery's going. Bye, Paniel. See you later, alligator. And then I think we'll go for, yeah, we'll go for this one. maybe what we'll do is we'll actually add some like string, some real life string. To this card, which would be kind of cool. Yay. All right. Let's cut these out, shall we? So there's a lot of craft stores which aren't able to operate at the moment. Most of the kind of one-stop shop stores like Simon, etc., aren't able to operate. And I've noticed that we're getting a lot more orders on Heffy Doodle for kind of like crafty essentials and the basics and things, which is cool. But I wanted to ask you guys if there was anything in particular that you think would be useful to add to the store. If anyone has any ideas, I am all ears. Anything you think, oh, I can never get hold of that, or it'd be good to grab that whenever I'm placing an order. It's kind of why we introduced the Crafty Essentials line, because we wanted you guys to be able to save on shipping, I guess. I'm just dreaming. I'm so glad we have a dog. At least 10 times a day, I think. Can you imagine being in isolation without a dog? That's just awful. IB Elf says, oh hey, I've been watching one of your Come Craft With Me. Oh, nice. I'm here. Live and in action, and I'm working with some ink on 3 at the moment. And tonight's self-given directive is bright and cheery. Kind of rainbows, bright colors. I wanted to do rainbows, but maybe not like literal rainbows. So we're going for bright, bright colors. Fun, cheery. Nice. Oh, I love him. I'm loving him a lot. How long have you been on? I've been on for about an hour and 10 minutes or something like that. Ooh, clear embossing powder, says Amy. That's a good one. Amy, I just put in my Heffy little order. I ordered from you and one other UK craft company to support my... Oh, where else did you go to? I want to place an order from Bumbleberries. I don't know if anyone is familiar with Bumbleberries. I love Bumbleberries. It's where I get all my non-Heffy little things. He is super cute. I'll have to message Florette and let her know that this little dude is playing with me today. Do you ship to the US? I do indeed. And for those of you who aren't aware, I should mention that we still have our free gift with purchase going on at the moment, with any order at all, doesn't matter how much you spend, you get a free stencil. It's the sprinkled with fun stencil, which looks like cupcake sprinkles. It's kind of cool. Oh, we could use that on a card, couldn't we? For bright and cheery. And if your order is over £60, dun, 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 then you get a free cover plate die, which is a big one. Amy says, I just ordered from the shop and I live in the US. Thank you, Amy. All right. I'm loving this little guy. I think I need to add a little bit of grass at the bottom for him. I wanted to mention as well that this week on the blog, Francie had a card which was pretty much all die cutting, and the only stamping was the sentiment. And that is not something that I frequently do, but it was really cool, really cool. And it was really different. So I messaged her and I was like, this is so cool. It was an Easter card. It was awesome. Yes, please use the stencil. It'd be nice to have inspiration. Nice, cool. I can do. Amy ordered from Visible Image. They've been doing a lot more lives due to the pandemic. Yeah, absolutely. I need to do more lives, like under Heffy Doodle. Craig keeps telling me that, but then I'm like, yeah, but I want to play with like other stuff too. The funny thing is, I usually end up using a lot of Heffy Doodle anyway. Let's cut this down. So I want this to fit kind of, oh, I'm butchering this. I take out my cutest little paper trimmer, known to man. How cute is he? So cute. Okay. My travel trim. What are you grumbling at, boy? Right, so he's gonna go there. I'm psyched about the sprinkle stencil for my birthday card, says Amy. Yay. It's gonna be really cool. It looks awesome if you use it with like embossing paste and things. It looks really cool. What's up, buddy? Why are you so sad? All right, we've got some ground for this little dude to sit on. You all right, buddy? Up off the ground. We've got underfloor heating here, so I think it gets too warm on the ground. So we've got Mr. Manny, and I've got 3 of these. So I'm going to arrange them in a 3. Maybe like this. That works. Let me stick these together on the back. And a little bit of glue. Hi, Alexa online. Just popped in to say hi. Hiya. We're going bright and cheery today, Alexa. Oh, I should really turn off my... Turn off my echo. when I say your name. All right, so we've got some string thread, as you wish to call it. It's actually crochet twine, I think, is the proper term. I like it. It doesn't fray as much or anything. So I'm going to push this up so that it's somewhat coming out of where a balloon ties together, ties onto the little knot. And then I'm going to need a little piece of tape to go on this top one. So let me go and grab that. Oh, I was talking earlier about learning more about Piper and the way that she kind of works. And the other thing that I have noticed is that she loves reading, right? I think you guys probably know that. And if there is the task to like make up a story, if you're talking about it, she'll make up the most fantastical story. It's amazing. But if she has to write it down, she is like, she writes slower than she can think of the things. So she wants to cut corners and not spend more time writing. So instead of writing down this wonderful story, she will like edit it within an inch of its life and so that it's quicker. So I have definitely learned that about her as well this week. That's funny. IBF says, I was given 2 Heffy Doodle sets from a D-stash from Simon. They are fun. Yay! Oh, and don't worry whenever autocorrect changes my name to Hefty, because that's like happens to me as well. IBF says, I have a sprinkle embossing folder. Ooh, that sounds really fun too. Greg is right. You need to do more Heffy Doodle lives. I know. I do. To do that. Okay, let's do that like so. And then, so I've tied a knot in these balloon strings, and what I'm going to do is take off this glue dot and put it underneath the knot like this. I'm not going to worry too much about it because I'm going to stick his hand over it. At least that's the plan. And then he's going to be like this. Yay, so cute. Where else are you streaming, says Alexa Online. I only see text from Twitch. I'm streaming on Facebook, on Twitch, on Mixer, and on YouTube. And most of the people are on YouTube. Hi, Vanessa. Vanessa's just joined us over on the tube. I am multi-streaming, so I see the combined text, but I do try and read out people's names and read out what their comments are so that I can keep you guys up to date with what everyone's saying. All right. Vanessa says, sorry I'm late. You're welcome, don't worry. Well, we're going for bright and cheery today, Vanessa. We've done one card. I'll show you that in just a minute. And then This might look like pattern paper, but I have cut all these hexagons and added them on here. How cool, huh? All right, let's add this one back here. Hope everyone is well. Yes, I hope everyone is well too. We're fine. We're all good. We've survived the week without too many war wounds. Like this little guy is going to hang over the edge, so let's add a bit of foam tape on his muffin top. Okay. Oh, I'm going to cough. Bear with me a second. There we go. Alexa says Twitch streams about 5 seconds faster than YouTube. Yeah, I think like everybody and their dog is watching YouTube at the moment because we also stream in HD, but YouTube has been reducing the quality of HD streams because of the sheer quantity of people who are now streaming stuff. So you might actually find that it's higher quality to watch not on YouTube. The name of the stamp sets from Incon 3, this one is called Platterific Pondies. What is a pondy? Oh, they live in the pond. I guess that's what that means. And then this one is called Raccoon Hugs. Ah, raccoon's my favorite animal. Yes, he is. All right, so we have to have a sentiment on this one. Let me see what I can add. We could just have hello. Or we could stamp something onto the cloud here. I quite like the hello actually. Maybe we should go for the black again. Which I think will pop out. Not using very much Heffy Doodle tonight. Have to rectify that. Just having too much fun. Love the colors. Yay! Judy says, adorable, love it. Yes, both cards are bright and cheery. Well, let me show you the other card. I need to not put my thumb in it because my little dots are drying. So I've used the Heffy Doodle stitched strips of Ease to do the lines here. And I actually have some left over ones here. So we'll add that to another card in a minute, maybe. And the hugs and the sending is from a scrapbook.com stamp set, and then these are tonic duo drops, so that's exciting. That's exciting. Amy says I'm fine, sad about what's going on in the world. Yeah, that's natural. I think everybody is, but I'm also actively trying not to think about it. So no CV talk. As hard as it might be. Let's pop this out. Nice. me just a couple of little flyaway strands on here. And then we'll stick this on. Vanessa says, are you still up and running at Heffy Doodle? We are indeed. Because I ship from home, it's funny because earlier this year we looked at like getting a, actually it was last year, we looked at like going to a premises and stuff, but where I live everything is really expensive, so the price for the premises would mean that I couldn't afford people to help me. So it was okay, well let's just stay where we are. We built the storage shed here so that I would have at least some space to store things, which was the biggest challenge at that time. And so I'm really glad we didn't. So we didn't move out of the. We're really glad we didn't move out of the house. So we're at home, and my mail gets collected at 3 p.m. and before 3 I put them all in bags, and then I leave it out the front door, and the man comes and he picks up the bags and he scans the thing. I've got it on my window and he scans it and he waves in. That's it. So everything is able to ship as normal, which is amazing. All right, I think we're gonna call that little guy done. How cool is he? I'm excited for him. Let me do a little bit of tidying up here. All right, so I really want to play with these. Do another card like that. But I also really wanted to use this. Actually, I wonder if I could do this, line these up and put them underneath. I don't know, maybe it's gonna be better to do it this way. I think I like it this way better though. Let's get my card out. Brina says, did you see the MFT released digital stamps to thank doctors and nurses? No, I didn't see that. I've never worked with digital stamps. Laser printer, will it work with Copics? From what I understand, laser printers is much better than an inkjet when it comes to working with Copics. Yeah. Sit them on the line. What does that mean? I'm not sure. Yell says sit them on the line, but I'm not sure what that means about here. Jasmine says, card is looking super cool. Feeling inspired to try something again tomorrow. Got to go now. Bye, Jazz. And Alexa says, my OCD says fix the string on the orange balloon. Okay, let me, oh yes, I'm glad that you, oh, I need to turn her off. Hold on. There we go. Okay, thank you for that, because that would have bugged me too. Come on. It doesn't want to go in. There we go. All better now. Phew. Well, it dodged. All right, so I'm going to take a piece of card and trim it down to card panel size. I'm just going to check if I have a piece in here that's already trimmed down to card panel size, because I have a tendency to cut pieces and then, there we go, not actually use them. There I go. Vanessa says, great, might need to order some glue and double-sided tape. Yes, yes, yes. Amy says, do you suggest people spray or clean packages when they arrive to their destinations? Well, Royal Mail have actually said that the directive from whatever they call it, the health, oh, I can't remember what it's called now, something health, is it National Health England or something like that, is that the virus cannot live on things like paper and stuff for more than 24 hours. And so things like packages you don't need to worry about. Obviously when you get a packet of stamps, it has a, hold on, a plastic doodah. Hold on guys, trying to measure. Can't measure and talk at the same time today. Just gonna put a little guideline on there for myself. It has a plastic, I should have done it this way. I'm gonna do it this way. It has a plastic cover on it. So, you know what? Better safe than sorry, I say. Feel free to wipe it down. We're very careful anyway, but... And also we self-isolated because Piper was ill. She had a sniffle, so we self-isolated. Oops. Since the 16th, we've not seen anyone. Not been in contact with anyone since the 16th. So we've been going a week longer than the UK because she had a sniffle, which turned out to be allergies. But better safe than sorry. So there's been no symptoms in our house, thankfully. And I did see, when I went out on the dog walk today, one of the neighbours was there. Obviously, we're like at a distance. And I said to her, do you know if there's anyone actually in Borden that has a confirmed case of it? She says that she didn't think so, but who knows. So better safe than sorry. So this is the reverse of the card. This bit here is going to go like this on this side. But I've measured this up and drawn some lines on so where these edges finish. And I'm going to have a little bit of a gap. So I'm going to do, what's that? I always get that mix. Is that, it's 1/4 of an inch from my slanty line. Here, okay. So this is where I'm going to cut my hearts, where I'm going to measure them anyway. So I'll line the edge of my die up with that. I don't know if it'll work out. Maybe it's a little bit too pernickety, but we'll give it a go. IB Elf says, do you ship out of your home? We absolutely do. We do indeed. Amy says, my package will take longer than a day to get here. Yes, exactly. So in the UK, it could take just a day, but to be honest, with Royal Mail at the moment, I think everything's taking more than a day. Hey Dana, hey Love Bunny, says Dana. Hey. Suzanne says on YouTube, gotta go. I wanted to thank you for your lifetimes. They mean so much to me. You're a ray of sunshine. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys actually mean a lot to me too. I should verbalize that because very often when it gets to Friday, I'm like, I'm so exhausted. And sometimes I'm like, I really could not be bothered to do a live. I could really just sit here and watch Netflix quite happily and eat lots of junk. And then I think of all you guys, and or maybe Candy messages me and is like, hey, gonna do a live tonight? And I'm like, yeah, my friends are gonna be there. Although this week it's been all Animal Crossing. Have you guys been playing Animal Crossing? Because if you haven't, that's like the thing that needs to happen because it's so much fun. Oh. Hey baby, how are we doing? Thanks for being a craft dog tonight. Here you go. My boy. Oh, I need that microphone cable back. Thank you. There you go, a little cameo from Ranger. Speaking of little rays of sunshine. He is so cute, he is. Yell says, I didn't worry about my package. At the end of the day, we need to build an immune system. Yeah, at the start when this all happened, I was, okay, kids don't seem to get it that bad. I'm healthy. I'm of an age where I can fight it. Craig's health, like we don't have any underlying concerns. So I was like, if I get, like, it feels like we're all gonna get it. So if I get it, I get it. And then there's just been more and more people who are, oh, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, let's not talk about it. Let's talk about bright, shiny rainbows and fun things. Last week, here's something fun. Last Saturday was Craig's birthday, and obviously we couldn't have a party or anything like that, but what I did do for the first time was have like an online gaming thing, which was really fun. So we played, I'm gonna get this wrong. Is it Diablo Original Sin or something like that? I don't even remember. Anyway, it was fun. And hopefully we're gonna play some more this weekend. Yeldil says, he's so cute. IBL says, how long do you typically wait? Oh, hold on. Let me see. Oh, for an order to get to like America or pretty much any, if it's going to Europe, Royal Mail says 5 to 10 working days. If it's going to like America or rest of the world, Royal Mail says 5 to 10 working days. If I ship on a Monday, it'll normally get to you the following Monday or the Tuesday. If I ship to Europe though, and I ship on the Monday, it nearly always gets there the Thursday or the Friday. So I've been really impressed with Royal Mail and delivery times. But like I said, at the moment, I think it's like at Thanksgiving and stuff. It's not going to be the 5 days. It's probably going to be more like the 10 days, that kind of thing. So I think this is probably the same. No, it's not bad. I've had people say that they'll order from us in the UK rather than some of the big names in the US because they'll get mine quicker, which is kind of funny. All right. What do you think? I feel like I want to move this along a little bit. Oh, I love it. Are you planning out your next stamp release? Yeah, I'm trying to draw it. We've got some stuff done, but not enough for a release. And I have been trying to draw, but also trying to, you know, survive and get all the things done that needs to be done. So, which is why we don't have scheduled, we don't say we're going to release this, this, and this. We don't promise anything because I'm one person. You want it for a wee buddy? There you go. Yeah, I'm not a big company, I'm one person. I have a lady that comes and helps me with some orders if at release time. But I don't have like a team of designers, and because I draw everything myself, a lot of other stamp companies as well, they maybe don't draw them themselves. They get an artist or something to do it for them. So I know I'm a bit slower, but I guess I'm worth the wait, guys. I wish I could do more though. Eventually I will. I'll be able to have someone else to come in and run the business and I'll just draw. IB Elf says, I'm North Virginia. Vanessa's in Wales. What was your very first stamp you designed and do you still use it and is it in production? Great question. The first one I designed is Happy Snappy Crocs. And the funny thing is, he's still one of my top sellers. I'll show him to you in a minute. All right, so I'm going to actually offset this just a smidgen. Like this. And then I wonder if I can put like the color behind. I don't know if that would be distracting or if that would be cool. What do you guys think? The color behind? Let's cut down a little strip. Of each of these colors. Orange, orangey glad, and yellow, and I need to hunt out some of the other colors. Color behind, says Vanessa. Where are you? I've missed my things. Oh, Amy says, Ivy Elf, are you in Stamp Junkies on Facebook? I run the Virginia Stamp Junkies group for events. Awesome, that's cool. And someone says, Ivy Elf says, I'd rather support family businesses. Ah, thank you. Sometimes I get so overwhelmed by that. Like someone will place an order and the they spend loads of money on shipping, and I'm like, this person obviously knows that they've spent loads of money on shipping, and I'm always so grateful. So grateful. I can't even explain it. All right, let's see where we're at. Okay, light purple up tops. Next, we've got dark purple. I'm going to have to leave that for a minute because I haven't got that one. Bit of green. Green. Oh, no. Literally just said that, didn't I? Okay, green. Back on track, back on track. Minty green. And then we've got a teal color. And then we have yellow and orange. And then dark pink. Where's my dark pink gone to people? I wonder, did I put it in the... in my box of scraps. There we go. That's what I have to do. And then the light pink at the bottom. So I'm just missing my dark purple. I have dark purple here, but I don't think it's... Not sure if it's going to be wide enough. It's like marginally wide enough. Oh, I'm loving it. That's very cool. This strip of sticky works well. Oh yeah, I think so too. And then you can kind of overlap them without having to get them exactly the right size. And then I'm just going to stick a piece of sticky over the side like this. Stick them down. Put all the pieces together and cut the same size at once. Says Alexa. I obviously didn't see that. Vanessa says reverse the colors. Oh yes, I should have done that actually. Too late. That's okay. I still like it. I think it's cool. All right, so this is gonna go here. I don't know whether to cut off this or leave it on. Do you think we should cut it down so it just, actually I do, I think I like it better just like this. Cut off. What do you guys think? Rather than the white strip on the side. What's your thoughts? I'll let you comment. We could also put a white one down here, couldn't we? Or maybe just one. Just one there like that. Cute! Yes, cut, cut, cut. Okay, let's cut it. Means we'll be a little bit smaller than a whatchamacallit, A2. But that is fine. I might as well cut this down while I'm at it. And you go a little bit shorter. I think it looks quite retro, don't you? Love it. So clever. Love this card. Says Crafty Suze. So I need to make my mind up whether we're going to add a sentiment to this. Oh, I love it so much. I do want one here because I think it makes it more balanced or something. I might put it on a little pop dot. That's darn good, says Judy. What brand and size of sticky tape comes off really nice? It's one in the Heffy Doodle store. And it is a brand called, I get it from a company called Sticks too, which is a UK brand. And we have it in, I think it's 4mm and 9mm. This is a 9mm that I'm using. All right. Ooh, this will be cool. Look. Have a heart. Okay, well there's the next card already jumping out at us. IVF says, you make the most perfect cards. Oh, I don't know about that. All right, we do need a sentiment. Or what can we do? What should we do? What should we do? Maybe just like a little, maybe we could do like a little speech bubble when I want something small. Let's look at the what she's saying and what she's saying now. And we could either put the little speech bubble in, or we just stamp it down here. It's nice and small. So we've got, hello, my friend. Thinking of you always. I kind of like that. What else have we got? Let's pop these up here so you can see. So the great thing about these sentence sets, these are from Heffy Doodle, just so you know, is that when I was making, I made this one first, and all of these fit into the speech bubbles. And then I made this one, and I wanted these to fit into this speech bubble, but I also wanted these to fit into this speech bubble. So there was a couple of things that I had to, like for example, Hanukkah, you might not even notice, is slightly smaller font than the rest because I need to change it. So there's so much that goes into making a stamp set that you, sending positive vibes, that's the one for me. That you wouldn't even know. You're all heart. I don't have that one, do I? But I like that. I need to add that to my list of sentiments to create. I like that, sending positive vibes. Love you more would be perfect, says Judy. Oops, I think I've pushed too hard on that one. I like love you more as well, but I want positive vibes out there right now. We, Piper's school had her head teacher, that's the word, is, she does this thing called a sparkle book. I don't know if your schools do anything like that. So the sparkle book is if the kid does something exceptional or makes really good progress, something notable, then their work will go to the head teacher, and then she'll be like, oh, wonderful, put them in the sparkle book. And if in the sparkle book 5 times they get a head teacher's award. So exciting. And so this week for the sparkle book, the head teacher did a video. They have like a Facebook thing, so she did a video and said, right, this is the challenge for you in order to get in the sparkle book. So they had to, Piper had to list A to Z and put down a country for every single one, and she was not allowed to use Google. So it was really quite fun because whenever they said that you're allowed to use an atlas and you're allowed to use like a map. Like, we don't have an atlas here. We don't have an encyclopedia or anything like that. So I said, well, we're going to have to come up with another way of doing it. So she decided that she would phone a friend. And so she did as many as she could. And then she phoned her nanny. And then she phoned my sister. And then she phoned Mark, our friend Mark. And so she got them all finished. So it's so exciting. Do you guys remember or know of the TV program Blockbuster? Do you remember it? And they had to go across a board in a hexagonal style. And this is reminding me of it. Trying to see how I can crawl my way across the thing, or maybe we just do a line. I'll have an A, please, Bob. Yes, exactly, yes, exactly that. Now, do you think these would fit? Oh, they do. Fabulous. Okay. Sending my love is a little big. I miss your face. Sending hugs would fit. I miss your face is also cool. And then just saying hi fits nicely too. Maybe we could do it this way. We could do it. Up and down like this a little bit more. Having a B, please, Bob. What do you think, guys? It's kind of fun, huh? And then we could have a sentiment on it. Let's do it. What did she need to list? Said Amy. So she needed to list countries. So with every letter of the alphabet, she needed a country. So come on, tell me, can you guys do that? So the good thing about using wet glue for this is there's a little bit of forgiveness, a little bit of wiggle room. Nice. Vanessa says, I used to play that in the car when traveling with the kiddos. Piper would do A to Z if she's like lying in bed at night and she's like, I can't sleep, what can I do? But normally it's something like Harry Potter A to Z, or things that live under the sea A to Z, that kind of stuff. We got completely stuck on X. Duty says, is there even an X country name? So we couldn't think of one, and no one that we phoned could think of one. However, we didn't use Google, but one of those people apparently did, and they phoned us back and they said that apparently in the English language there is no country that begins with the letter X. However, in other languages, and specifically Catalan in Spain, they have a couple of countries that begin with X, and one of them is Xina, which is actually China in the language in Catalan. Which is kind of cool. Yael says, I'm going to hunt down my hexagon cutter. Amy says, oh wow, that's a tough one. I could do most, but some I'd be stuck on. Yeah. It was fun though, because she had to solve the problem, you know. She wasn't allowed to use the internet. Oh, some of these have lines on them. So she had to find a way to make it work. And then it meant we got to check in with Nanny and Granda as well. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put my sentiment. Kind of want it to go there, but it's not the right color there, is it? To put that one there and put the teal one here. Or maybe I cut one more hexagon but in like a yellow or something so that it really stands out. Well, that one could stay there, I suppose. And have a surprise. Should we go for I Miss Your Face? Oh no, let's do just saying hi. Because these are probably going to be cards that we send to people. Send to family. I call him my Uncle Jimmy, but he's actually my mom's second cousin or something like that, or my mom's my late granny's cousin, I think it is. But I call him my Uncle Jimmy because oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that wrong. He used to come over for Christmas and everything. We spent a lot of time with him. Anyway, I was talking to my mum earlier and she said that he had been in hospital before this all kicked off. So he's fine now. But I thought, oh, maybe we'll send him a card. That's a little bit splotchy. So I'm going to do it again. Vanessa says Zandao and Zantia. Are these countries, and is that the English language or is that a different language? Please tell me. Yay. Amy says, you've got my hubby and I listing out countries to challenge ourselves. I know, it's maybe not as easy as you think. Bloop. I kind of like the way that one's raised up a bit. Let's add a few more hearts to this one. And this is a very simple design actually. Even Piper could do something like this. Yay! And I have one lonely Poiple left over. Maybe I should have put him there. I'm wondering if I should round these off to make it different, you know. I'm gonna do it. I'm a rebel. It kind of makes it more whimsical because we've got the edges of the hexagons and then the curved edges, or corners should I say, not edges, of this one. Yay! Do you know what, whenever you stick to color scheme, it's so pretty, isn't it? Isn't it though? I think it's really pretty. Really makes it pop, I think. Okay, let's put my what you saying back. What you saying? Sometimes we play A to Z of Heffy Doodle products, so who can do that one? There's a task for you. No cheating, no going to the website. All right, so let's do some sprinkled with fun on a card. And I'm going to just move these out of the way before I ruin everything. And I'm thinking I might try and make a donut because I think that would be kind of fun. Let's see if I can find some circles. So for for my donut? What size do I want my donut to be? Do you think that's a good donut size? Bearing in mind, these are the skinny frames. And I'm going to be using the inside line to cut this and then the outside line to cut that. I think that would be kind of cool. I think we can make that work. But what I'm going to do is take a piece of craft cardstock, which is obviously going to be my donut. And I'm going to trim this down. So I've got 2 pieces of craft here. And I'm also going to have a piece of white that's going to be at least this size. That'll do. And then I'm going to use my... I'm going to try and use my mat, my magnetic mat on here to line this up in the center. Does that look centered? Oh, here I need to catch up. Loving all the colors and all the cards, says Yals Yals. My favorite is the beaver and balloon. Vanessa says, made it up. Cities, yes, but countries, no. Vanessa says, inside. Inside? Oh, put it on the inside. Yeah, I should put it on the inside. I find it hard to do a card without planting a critter. I do too. I'm really impressed with myself so far. Put the purple one inside. Yes, we should put it inside. Let's do that. Let's do that now before I forget. Nancy, hey, just joining while eating dinner, says Nancy. Yum, yum, yum. IBF says, I have found trouble with that too. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, with the critter. But thought since I'm relatively new to card making, that was just me. Oh no. I love me a critter. I love me a critter so good. I find it very hard not to put a critter on it. Very hard indeed. Leave that open to dry. All right, so I'm going to put these on here. And this also, not sure if this is going to work with 3 layers, but sure we'll give it a go. Okay, so I tried to cut 3 layers at once because I'm super lazy, and I managed to get, oh, my circle, my white. The top layer of my craft has cut as well, and the bottom layer not so much, but that's okay. I can now use this as a guide to line it up. I think that's lined up nicely. Oops. Well, it wasn't until I moved it. Where's my memo tape? Should have just not been lazy and done one at a time. Alas. If it doesn't work, we'll do it again. IBF says, I like how you do stamp roulette. Yay! Okay, so this one is going to be my frosting. So I'm actually going to just cut it like a lumpty bumpty. Now it's like more like a fried egg. Okay, we need to make a fried egg one soon. Doesn't it? Ooh, sun is side up, baby. Ooh, messages. Nice. Woohoo. Okay, it worked. So there's my other donut. Donut. And that's gonna go on here. All right, so for this below donut, I'm going to use my creasing machine, my Martha Stewart scoreboard, and create a crease. And that's going to be a hinge for my card. So let's add this on here. Judy says, very cool cards, love them. IBF says, I like how you do stamp roulette. Stamp roulette is fun, yeah, we should do a stamp roulette next week maybe. I wanted just to focus on some bright and colorful cards this week. I like to mix it up every now and again. Yelzel says, I have a Jammy Dodger stamp. Ooh, yum. I'd love a Jammy Dodger right now. Jammy Dodger and a cup of tea. Don't mind if I do. All right. I've seen people make like dies for donuts and things, but it's a circle, people. All right, so what I do also like to do is on the reverse piece, this line here, I try to stay parallel with it, and I just cut the curvy bit off this, and then that means your card can stand up. Oh, nice, huh? So let's rescue those dies from the thing, and I'll keep my rings because they will be used, if not by me, but by Piper. Put away. See how versatile the skinny frames are? I love them so much. I actually use them more than my stitch frame, my stitched ones right now. So we're gonna add a little bit of ink to this dude. So let's see. I might see if I've got a finger dauber or something that would work. Here we go. Here's a finger dauber. That'll work. And Maybe a bit of brushed corduroy. Kind of more yellowy brown. That's kind of what a donut's like anyway. To be fair, a donut is more whiter on the edges because of the way it blows up. Maybe get a little tea dye as well. If I can find it. Antique linen tea dye, there you are. Hiding on me. Now I want a donut. I know, right? Don't we all, though? I love a donut. I made sticky toffee pudding the other day. That went down well. Oh, and for those of you who have me on Facebook will have maybe read this post already, but we made Piper dinner and she ate it all up, which was good because it was something that she didn't particularly like, but she did. She ate it all up, so I was really pleased and proud of her. And then I says, oh, Piper, can you bring these plates through to the kitchen? She's like, Mom, can I have pudding? I says, well, you can go and get us all pudding. And she said, I don't know how to do it. I said, I'll tell you. And I said, okay, you do this, get the plates ready. Right. Take out the sticky toffee pudding. It's in this Tupperware box. Get a knife and cut it into three equal parts, as equal as you can get it. Okay. And everything. And then she said, okay. And then she calls through, Mom, yes, Piper, just to let you know that one of the bits fell, but I'll take that bit. And Craig went, oh, Piper, like this. And I went, wait. Piper's in the kitchen. And I said, Piper, huh? So this piece that fell, would you say it's maybe bigger than the other two pieces? She looks around the corner like, maybe? And runs off, and I was like, it's okay, Piper, I'll have the one that fell. I'll have the big one. She's like, no, Mum. No. I'll have it, it's fine, don't worry. So I don't actually know whether it did fall or not, but there was one piece that was absolutely not the same size as the other two pieces. Donuts, fried eggs, you're making me hungry, says Judy Smith. It's only 4:30 p.m. here and I have to wait for supper. Oh. What do you think? We're getting a bit donutty. It doesn't look very pink on the camera, but it is, well, slightly pink here. Maybe we'll go and darken it up with a little worn lipstick on the edges. Oh no, don't bend. All right. So Piper has decided that we have to do some baking tomorrow because the sticky toffee pudding has ran out. Although we're down to like our last teaspoon of baking powder, so we shall just have to see what the dealio is there. Okay. So this is going to go on here. And we're going to add some sprinkles to this donut. But let's add this on first of all. buddy. Hi, honey, coming in? Good boy. Come on, Craft Dog. Come on up to the chair. Good boy. I love you. He's my boy. Imagine being in lockdown without a dog. I don't think I could cope with it. All right, let's get some sprinkles on the go. Okay, so I'm gonna do something. Instead of just sticking them all down, like sticking down the stencil, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a section out of some memo tape. By the way, memo tape back in stock if you want to grab some. And I'll use this I use my memo tape to mask off some areas. So we want to use some same colors that we've got going on over here. So let me grab some. I'll go for some mustard seed. We will have some wilted violet. We will have a little bit of peacock feathers. And if I can find it, we will have pick raspberry. Might have to go over here. We'll go for oxide, pick raspberry. And we'll take it from there. All right, so let's go pick raspberry first of all. All right, so I'm going to do a selection of pinkies first of all. And maybe another pinky here. And then we'll go for festive berries. Not festive berries, peacock feathers. And I'm gonna go for another piece of tape so I don't get transference. Krobu says they do look yummy. Yum, yum, yum. And we'll go for the yellow mustard seed here. Oh, apologies. And here. And maybe one here. And I'm going to move my stencil slightly and get one here. So if I was just doing a background, I probably would just tape down my stencil. But because I don't want any of my sprinkles to overhang onto the... Oh, maybe I could get them to overhang onto the craft a little bit. Yeah, I might do that a little bit. Okay, let's try that. The purple one. All right, let's try this. I don't think it'll stand out quite as well on the craft. Oh, it's not so bad with the purple actually. I'll just make it really, really inky. Who is it? Oh, I think it's actually my neighbor who is high risk, so just check that she's all okay. You can see a thumbs up, so that's good. Good. Awesome. Okay, we're going to do another one here with the blue. Oh, I really, really want a donut. Oh, I'm loving it. And I think I'll put another purple kind of here. Where's my purplies? Really got to get myself the Make It by Marco blender brush holder that has the, it's called the peacock one or something like that. Nice. I think I'm going to call that sprinkled enough, although I mean, if Piper was here, she would say, never enough sprinkles. And I'm not sure I could really argue with her, to be honest. Grab a little wifey here. I'll put these back up. And I am going to cover them with crystal glaze. Oh no, I got a big dirty fingerprint on it. Thank goodness for mono sand eraser. All right, so we have a stamp set that says "You Are the Sweetest," which I think is going to be perfect for this. Yay! And also back in stock this week is the curved banner die. So let's see if we can make this work. Do they have Dunkin' Donuts by you? I am definitely familiar with Dunkin' Donuts, but I think it might have been from like in Ireland. I don't know whether Dunkin' Donuts is still a thing over here. Does anybody else know? They had Krispy Kreme. And Krispy Kreme for a long time, I didn't know what it was. And then I remember somebody said, oh, there's a Krispy Kreme shop in Guildford, which is near us. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need it. So now Krispy Kreme are like everywhere, because even at like gas stations and things, there's Krispy Kreme. But Dunkin' Donuts? I've not had Dunkin' Donuts in forever. My children got me sidetracked. How dare they? For sure. Okay, I'm gonna try and make this work. With my banner die. So I'm using the negative as a bit of a guide there. That's the plan anyway. No Krispy Kreme here, but lots of Dunkin' Donuts, says Nancy. I thought Krispy Kreme was American. Maybe they both are. Because I remember I think it was my sister or someone saying, oh, the Krispy Kreme with the hot now light. And I was like, the what now? The hot now light. I think that's what they said anyway. I was like, what does that mean, the hot now light? They're like, oh, with like the donuts come out and they put the glaze on them and it's like brand new. And I'm like, what? There was like the machine, and it you know, it like adds the glaze right in front of you. It's like, I don't have that over here, but I want that. Yeah, I didn't get that. We don't get that. All right, so you are the, and then I need to make sure that I've got this the right way up though. You are the, and then I'm gonna have the word sweetest. Come on, the sweetest. And the sweetest from this actually has a die that goes along with it, which is perfect. So I just need to figure out what color we want to go on. Go for even. So we could go for, I feel like I want to go for the dark pink. Maybe go for dark pink and maybe we emboss it. Should we try that? Give that a little go. So I'll add my embossing powder tool to that. And emboss that with my clear embossing ink pad. That one's from Wow. And then we're going to go bright white, I think. I like Dunkin' Donuts better, says Karabu. Oh, IBF says, I like Dunkin' Donuts better than Krispy Kreme. Oh, controversial. Karabu says, we had Krispy Kreme close by, but they closed years ago. I miss the warm donut set. Nancy says, is that a Heffy Doodle stamp set? This is the one that was free whenever you placed a pre-order. with us. We actually had it as a freebie a little while ago if you placed an order at all. So at the moment it's not one that you can grab, sadly, but will be available soon. Well, it will be. I might actually, normally I wait for it until, normally I add it to the shop whenever I have the next release, but I might actually add it before then. The best thing for you guys to do, is, if you're interested in it, is to sign up to our newsletters, because that's when you're going to get all the notifications for things like this. All right, I'm going to pop you guys on mute for a moment and emboss this little guy. All right, so I've got my word sweetest. The sweetest thing. Oh. Let's cut this out. So somebody has said, dessert is a cold, hold on. IBL says, is your dessert called pudding there? Yes. Dessert is a cold sweet, says Yells. Pudding, usually hot. I didn't, is that true, Yells? Is that the distinction? Because I have never once distinguished between the two like that. I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just saying I'm probably wrong, but that is new to me. I mean, it would make sense to have a distinction, something like that. Let's bring in these guys. Okay, so this is going to go "You Are the Sweetest" at the bottom here, I reckon. But I want to also add the glossy, not the glossy accents, the diamond glaze I think we're going to go for tonight. Let's see. So this is diamond glaze from Nouveau or Tonic. And this will take a little while to dry, so it'll dry off camera. But it's going to give each of these little sprinklies a nice shiny texture and a raised glassy finish. I'm going to pop that down there. That card looks so good. I could just eat it up. So there we go. So it's going to say, "You are the sweetest," but I'll have to wait until tomorrow to stick that on, I think. With a curved banner and the sweet stuff stamp set. I might actually go and add the sweet stuff stamp set to the shop in case you guys are looking for it. As a little sneaky. All right, let's bring down this other guy. Hopefully, I think he's dry now. There we go. So we've got sending hugs, sending positive vibes. Hello, you're the sweetest, and just saying hi. Which is your favorite? Yay! Oh, Elizabeth Lucy's here. I've been watching this last card while eating my breakfast. It looks tasty. What do you mean for breakfast, Lucy? Yay! I hope that you've had fun playing along tonight. I certainly have. Elizabeth Lucy says the sending hugs is her favorite. Vanessa's off to bed. Ashley loves them all. Hey, Ashley. Nancy says all are bright and happy. Yay. That's exactly what I was going for. Yay. All right, my dear friends, I will say cheerio, and I shall see you guys next week for some more crafting. If you're up for it, I hope you'll come and join me. The hello one, but I like the donut, says yes. Elizabeth Lucy says because we can't hug people, sending hugs is her favorite. Elizabeth Lucy says, I want to see the craft dog. Craft dog is on the floor. He is absolutely conked out. Hey Ranger, should we go inside now, buddy? You ready? Come on then. Come on up and say goodbye. Good boy. Come on, craft dog. Lose my microphone in there. This is Ranger. Ranger and I say cheerio and thank you so much for joining us. And we're off to bed now. Should we go to bed, buddy? Okay, we'll go to bed. It's too heavy to be holding for any significant length of time. Oh, all right. See you next week. IBF says, I enjoyed this. I'll watch the beginning afterwards. Have a great weekend. Judy says, can't believe you made 5 cards. Yeah, that's what happens whenever you're not colouring in excessive critters. She loves the beaver. Nancy's off to watch TV with hubby. Martin says, see you next week. I shall indeed. Take care, everybody. And Ranger says goodbye. And Elizabeth Lucy's puppy say goodbye to you. Bye. I hope your order arrives tomorrow. And bye-bye. Stay safe. Bye. Happy crafting.